Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for tuning in. So in my last video, I mentioned I was working on a sweater. And if you haven't noticed, it's going to be a sweater for the iconic tour. And this is part of it, TLC. This is going to be the front part of the sweater that I was working on in the last video. And I am making a bunch of granny squares. So this is some of it. This is not all of it. I have more to make. And it's going to be different colors. I got blue, purple, yellow, fuchsia, and green. That's going to be my bob colors here. And then I am making some granny squares with some letters. And then the letters, it's going to spell out salt and pepper, which is going to be the sleeve. One sleeve is going to be salt, and then the other sleeve is going to spell out pepper. So in this video, we're going to do the L. The L is very simple. If you want to see it, the S and then the A. And then I'm going to probably do the L in maybe yellow. So we're going to get started. For now, all we're going to need is the blank for the main color, and then we're going to do the L in yellow. So to start off, we're going to do a slip knot and chain up 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then we're going to chain up one more. And for the first row, I am going to work into the back loops. The back loop only. So we're going to skip the first chain. Now when you're working with black, it's sometimes hard to see. And we're going to do 20 half double crochets all along the first row. But this is actually my second time working with tapestry. The first one I made was for the Boy Is Mine concert, and I did ruffles on it. So this one is going to be a little bit shorter, because the one I did for the Boy Is Mine concert, I did it pretty long. So it's like almost floor length with ruffles halfway. But this one I'll just do a simple sweater. It's going to be very, very simple and colorful. And the theme of this sweater is going to be the 90s theme. And I didn't leave out In Vogue. I actually made a hat for In Vogue, which I'm going to show you in a minute here. I'm almost at the end. And I actually did two hats, because the first one I made ended up being too small. And then I did a second one. The second one ended up being too wide and too long. So this is the first one, and it says In Vogue. You probably can't tell at the moment, but it's kind of, this is the first one I made, which is too small anyway. And then this one is a little different. I used two different patterns. The first one, if you notice, is the letters are it's a little bit smaller, so maybe that's why it's looking you can't really see it. And then this one, I made the hat too big. I could wear it, but if I wear it, it's gonna put me having to fold the hat up. Okay, in and then Vogue. I can wear it, but it's gonna have me kind of like flipping the hat up a little bit, and they won't really see their name on the hat and everything. So I'm gonna redo it and see if I can try to fit it here. You know, fit the name in the front so they can kind of see it, and just make the hat a little bit bigger. And I'll probably use, I don't know what colors I'm gonna use. If I'm gonna use the darker ones, I'm use the lighter one, but I'll figure it out when I get to it. But at the moment, we're gonna work on our pattern. So for our granny squares, for the most part, it's gonna be actually this pattern here for the granny squares. Very simple, easy, and all I do for the regular ones is basically what I did here for the regular ones. You're gonna start off with a chain. I think I did 15 for the regular granny square I have here. I did 15. I chained 15, and I think I did I have 20 rows maybe, I think, here. I have more to do, but we'll come back to that. So the second row, we're gonna do the L, work on our L, and the first 6 stitches, we're gonna put a half double crochet in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when you get to number 6, don't close it up just yet. We're gonna put in our color. So we are doing the yellow. Now, if you haven't heard, we're gonna do a little gossiping while we're working on our granny square. So you're gonna put it I might have did it too fast. So you're gonna put your color on, and then you're gonna go over under all 3 loops. If you can, just try to hold on. My fingers probably on in a bit, but and then you're gonna take the yellow, and we're gonna with the next two stitches, we're gonna do the yellow, and then when you get to the second stitch, again, don't you're gonna take the black color, your black or whatever main color you're using, and then you're gonna come and pull through all 3 stitches like I did here, and then try to keep the yellow. We're gonna just keep it down for right now. We're not gonna just keep it down, and then just finish out the rest of the row in black. And this is going to be the pattern for the next 10 rows. So I may fast forward the video a little bit, but I'm gonna do two more rows with y'all, and then I'll just fast forward the rest and come back when I get to row 11. But basically all we're gonna do here, so for the next row we're gonna do I believe it's, well, it wasn't even counting, so we're gonna stitch half double crochet in each stitch going across until we get to the yellow. So I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but you know, Chili kind of got herself in some deep trouble, messing around like she didn't know what she was doing. So I am almost back to the yellow. So I'm at the last stitch for the black. So I am going to hide the black, and if you can, what I try to do, because I do have some extra yarn hanging, I'm gonna try to stitch it in. That way it'll blend in with the yarn, so that way you won't have to weave it in later. And so you're gonna just, oh Lord, I'm having trouble. Probably because of this extra yarn that's in the way. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna do 1 and 2, and then you're gonna hide that yellow and finish the row off in the black. You know, she had reposted some stuff and liked some stuff that didn't make sense. Why, I don't know, but I hope they don't cancel the tour, because it would be really a shame if they did, because we love all the ladies. I love TLC, I love Salt and Pepper, I love En Vogue. You know, I think Brandy and Monica started something. Usher and Chris Brown is coming out with a tour now. So now I am on row 3, I think, or 4. So I'm gonna do this row one more time, half double crocheting till I get to the yellow. Then we're gonna do 2 yellow, 2 half double crochets in the yellow. One and 2. And as you're doing this, make sure you pull, you know, you're tugging on the color, so that way it'll look neat when you're done with it. You know, so we have that iconic tour with Salt and Pepper, En Vogue, TLC, and now we have Usher and Chris Brown coming on with a tour. So I think it's cool. It's a good thing. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna probably fast forward till I get to row 11, I said, because I'm on 3. So we're gonna do 6 more rows of this. I think so. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to pull out the yellow under. Two yellows. And then, oops. I'm going to bring back the black and finish off the row. 1, 2, it should be 6 here. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. If you're new at this, always count, cause I know, like I said earlier, the black is hard to see. So this is how it's gonna look. The black is hard to see, so when you get to the end, sometimes I know sometimes we can overlook it, but make sure you catching them ends, the last stitch on the beginning and the end. So I'm gonna finish off and do 5 more rows of this, and then we're gonna do the leg of the L. So I will fast forward and see you back.